Welcome children, welcome to DPH Dhenkanal. So myself Lokesh Kumar Ghosh, your chemistry teacher, PGT chemistry. So you are all most welcome to our DPH school Dhenkanal. So today we will discuss about some basic concept, that is your lesson number 1 in chemistry. So I will teach you, that is your part 1, and Smith sir, Dr. Smith, he will teach you in part 2, that is your organic chemistry. So we will start, means simultaneously your chemistry classes will be started, means we will start. So I will teach, that is your part 1, that is your lesson number 1, and Smith sir will take the part 2, that is your organic part. That is your, you know that in previous class, that is which one? That is hydrocarbon, carbon and its compound in class 10, na? All of you have read that carbon and its compound. So there is also some, that is first lesson is your basic concept, in that part also, that basic concept in organic compound. In this part 1 also there is a basic concept in some basic concept of chemistry. So there are two, part 1 and part 2. Part 1, that is your book number 1, it consists 7 lessons. Okay, similarly in part 2 there is also 7 lessons. In part 1, first lesson is your, that is your some basic concept of chemistry, and second lesson, that is your atomic structure. Third lesson is your periodic table. Fourth lesson, that is your chemical bonding. Fifth lesson, that is your thermodynamic equilibrium, and seventh lesson, that is your equilibrium. Again equilibrium again classified into physical equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, and ionic equilibrium. Similarly in part 2, that is your first lesson is your redox reaction. Similarly second lesson is your hydrogen. Third lesson is your S block elements. Okay, third, first, second, third. Then fourth one, that is your some basic concept. Okay, that is your states of matter. Then fifth one is your some basic concept of organic chemistry. Then sixth, that is your hydrocarbon, and seventh, that is your chemistry, environmental chemistry. That is your environmental chemistry. Similarly, these are 14 lessons in your class 11. So you have to go through all the 14 lessons, because you know children, in JEE and NEET, 60% weightage of in medical and engineering, 60% weightage from class 11. This is important. In this year, there is no consideration of any board examination. No mark considered by JEE and NEET from the board examination in class 12 in this year, for there is pandemic situation of corona, that is your COVID-19. So in next, we will discuss today in our class, we will discuss about some basic concept of chemistry. So children, you know from class, lower classes, class 9 and 10, you know about the elements, about the atomic numbers, about the activity series, about the ions, making formula, combining the ions, that is your cations and anions, you can say that basic radicals and acid radicals. And some concentration, concentrated solution, dilute solution, saturated solution, unsaturated solution, okay, and that is a colloidal solution, suspension, true solution. All these things also discussed in that is your in elaborate, means in what is that? That is in defined manner in class 11 and class 12. So before going to some basic concept, so children, in class 11 and class 12, you have to remember atomic number 1 to 30, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, like this. Okay. Similarly, metal reactivity series you have to learn, potassium, sodium, like this. Similarly, ions, minimum ions, you have to learn, cations and anions. So these are the important things, general things you have to learn. Okay. So today we will discuss the concept. What do you mean by, actually, what do you mean by the chemistry? I will tell. Means, what is in your mind, that is, what do you mean by the chemistry? Chemistry is nothing. Chemistry is matter. The science of matter. The science of matter is called chemistry. So the study of composition, structure. Composition, children, you know what are the components present in that substance. That is known as composition. And structure, you know, well known about the structure, shape. Okay. Then properties again two types, physical properties and chemical properties. And another thing, transformation, one matter to another matter, that is your chemical reaction. So these are the 4 steps in chemistry. The chemistry is the science of matter, consist or content, that is your composition, structure, properties and transformation of matter. This is called chemistry. Or you can say the branch of science which deals with the study of composition, structure, properties and transformation. Composition, structure and properties 2 types, physical, chemical and transformation from one to other, that is one form to another form, one matter to changing into another matter. Properties depend in chemical reaction. So this is called chemistry. Okay, so before going to discuss the other concept, first we will discuss about the matter, because matter is the chemistry. Matter means the science of matter is called chemistry. This is the only just one line. What is the chemistry? The science of matter, which is related to first, which one? That is your composition. Second, structure. Third, properties. Fourth, transformation. So first we will discuss about the matter. So what do you mean by the matter? Anything occupies space and volume, having mass. In lower class, you are all read in lower class, na? Anything which occupies space, volume and having mass and can be felt. This is important. Can be felt. Okay, which can be, we can be feel. हम लोग उसको पकड़ सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं. Okay, smiling is not a matter. Smiling, laughing, tearing. Okay, these are not matter. Feelings are not matter, but which can be felt, that is matter. जिसको अनुभव मीन्स जिसको हम लोग पकड़ सकते हैं, या that one फील कर सकते हैं. Okay, so anything occupies space, volume and having mass, that is called matter. So matter again 2 types: general physical classification and chemical classification. Matter again 2 types. There is your physical classification and right, chemical classification. Physical classification and chemical classification. Children, matters generally broadly classified into 2 types. One is physical classification, one is chemical classification. So children, physical classification. So in physical classification, there is a classification based on the state of matter. Classification based on the state of matter. Children, you know state of matter in previous classes. What are the states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. So on the basis of physical, there are again 3 types. Okay, solids, liquids, okay, and gases. Solids, liquids and gases. Children, you know clearly about what do you mean by the solid. Solid, okay. So solid, which the matter having definite shape, definite volume and having mass. Definite volume, definite shape and having mass. Definite volume, shape and having mass. This is known as, and these are known as solid. And you children, you know about what are the solids: stone, elements, okay, generally metals, stone, sand, sugar, salt, these are solid. Okay. The liquid, what do you mean by the liquid? Definite volume but not definite shape. Definite, first one is correct. Definite volume but not definite shape, but having mass. Having mass. This is your liquid. This one is your solid. Okay. And gas, you know, neither definite volume nor definite shape, but having mass. So you children, mass is the common in all the state, solid, liquid, gas, all having the mass. And solid definite volume, definite shape, liquid definite volume but not definite shape, but in gas neither definite volume, neither definite volume nor shape. Okay children, this is your gas but having mass. Mass is the common for all the states, solid, liquid and gas, but having the mass. Okay children, so these are the physical classification on the basis of state, or you can say that phase, P-H-A-S-E, solid, liquid, gas. Solid having definite volume and shape, liquid having no, that is definite volume but not having definite shape, gases neither definite volume nor definite shape. You know children, gases molecules are very apart from each other, and highly it contains the maximum kinetic energy, that is known as speed, velocity of molecules. So the distance between the two molecules is very large, and the kinetic energy of the molecules of the gases are very much more than liquid than solid. So that do not have definite shape and volume, because they have, gases have the maximum diffusion capacity, or that is known as intermixing. Diffusion means intermixing. Okay children, so these are all about the physical classification. Then we will go to classification, that is your chemical classification. Okay, then you write on the chemical classification. Chemical classification. Okay children, so chemical classification, again two types. Chemical classification, again two types, pure and impure. Chemical classification two types, pure substance, impure substance. Pure substance and pure substance and impure substance. So children, in pure substance, what do you mean by the pure? What do you mean by the pure? In chemistry, pure drinking water is a pure. Shuddh desi ghee. Okay, Patanjali Shuddh desi ghee, it is a pure? No. In chemistry it is not pure. The substance which contains only one type of component. The substance which contains only one type of component. What do you mean by substance contains only one type of component? Suppose for example, gold element. Gold element, it consists only gold atom. So gold, which is element is the pure substance. Okay children, but pure drinking water is not a pure substance, because pure drinking water without minerals, that water cannot be, it is not a potable water, it is not used for purpose of drinking, because it do not contains any minerals, that is a distilled water. But distilled water is a pure, not mineral water. Drinking water is a mineral water which contains so many minerals, which is good for health, but distilled water do not contain any mineral. So distilled water is a pure. Okay, still it contains oxygen. Still water consists oxygen. If you heat the water, that steam evaporates. That steam, if you close in a container without oxygen, then it will be pure. Okay children, so the substance which contains only one type of component, suppose H2O, only H2O, there is nothing, there is no elements, no salt, no ions mixed with that H2O, then that is pure. If in your laboratory there some chemicals are, there is sodium chloride, copper sulfate, ferrous sulfate, more salt, oxalic acid, any substance which all are pure, because suppose sodium chloride, packet of sodium chloride, not that you are using in your home, that sodium chloride common salt, it is not pure. It consists many types of salt, Magnesium chloride also contains in the sodium chloride, that is common salt. Iodine also iodized namak. Tata iodized namak, it contains iodine, so it is not pure. In your home you are using, it is not pure because it consists of iodine, consists of magnesium chloride, consists of calcium carbonate. So these are not salt is your pure. But in laboratory that sodium chloride packet or that sodium chloride packet or bottles of that in your lab, that is your pure substance because it contains only sodium chloride compound. Sodium chloride molecule, sodium chloride molecule, sodium chloride molecule, all are combinedly to form compound. So pure substances are two types, elements and compounds. So pure substances are two types. Okay, these are elements and compounds. Okay children, elements and compounds. Again, elements, you know what are the elements, what we mean by the elements. Elements are the matter, pure substance of matter which consists only one particular type of atom, that is known as elements. Suppose for example, previously I have given one example that of gold. That gold, it consists only one type of atom, that is your gold atom. If you participate that element, that gold atom, they have same chemical and physical properties. Because gold atom, gold element, same thing na. Gold atom and gold element, these are same thing. So if you participate gold element in the chemical reaction and gold atom in the same chemical reaction, then they will form the same product. Gold element is a family, but gold atom, that family member. I think all of you clear about the element and atom. So again, elements, children, you know elements are three types. These are metals, non-metals and metalloids or semi-metal. Metals, non-metals and semi-metals or metalloids. So children, you know what you mean by the metals and what are the metals. Metals in chemical difference and physical, many difference are between metals and non-metals. You know children, metals are good conductor of heat, electricity, having luster, having ductility, having malleability, having sonorous. These are physically. But in chemical, metals which oxidize, which burns with oxygen to form oxide, which is generally basic in nature, with water to form give alkali. This is the chemical difference of metal. Metal when treated with acid to evolve or to emit or to give hydrogen gas. Okay, so these are the chemical difference between non-metals which do not react with acid. If you will burn with oxygen, it will give acidic oxide. But metals give with oxygen, that is your basic oxide. So these are the chemical and physical difference between metal and non-metals. We will discuss later. Okay, so metals example, children, you know sodium, potassium, aluminium, zinc, iron, etc. Okay, any metal you can write. There is metal activity series also. So many metals, maximum in elements 118 elements, more than 85 are metal. Okay, more than 85 elements are metal. Okay. Some are minimum non-metal and some are metalloids. So similarly, non-metals, sulfur, nitrogen, hydrogen, noble gases. Noble. What do you mean by the noble? Inert gas. Inert and noble is different. Inert gas, the gas which is inactive. All the noble gases are inert, but not inert. All the inert gases are noble. For example, N2, nitrogen. Nitrogen is a inert gas. Okay, in class 10 you have read that is flushing of nitrogen gas in a chips bag. In I think in lesson number 1, that is a chemical reaction and equation. In that lesson, at the last, right side at the last. Okay, and the lesson last there is one line. The nitrogen gas are flushed in a chips bag to prevent the rancidity. So nitrogen is an inert gas, but it is not a noble gas. Noble gas means the gas the atom of gas which independently independently, they do not form any molecule. Noble gases do not form any molecule. Okay, helium will independently, freely move in air. Argon, krypton, xenon, radon, these are noble gas. They do not form any molecules. They are noble found in the nature. अकेला अकेला घूमता रहता है एटम, अकेला बाबा है. All of you clear? So then metalloids, children, metalloids, silicon, germanium. Okay. So there are 5-6 metalloids. So metal, non-metals, metalloids. These are elements. Okay. And compounds. Actually, compounds. What is compound? What do you mean by the compound? Like your atom or element. What do you mean by the compound? Compound means the combination of atoms in a fixed ratio, fixed proportion. That is known as compound. Okay. This is a pure. Compound also pure. It consists only one type of component. Compound. That is a combination of atoms or elements in a fixed proportion. In a fixed proportion. Okay, children, this is known as compound. Combination. Suppose, for example, H2O. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. If it will combine to form water molecule, it is not any other carbon dioxide or water. If you take the source from moon, from star, or from your Russia or anywhere, China, then that water having same chemical formula, that is your H2O, or you are obtaining from plant or from animal body, that water source that having the same formula H2O and having the same physical and chemical properties. There is no change in any chemical properties, physical properties, and the ratio, that is your proportion, it is fixed, that is your H2O. Similarly, all the compounds having fixed proportion, fixed ratio, while combines, atoms or elements are combined in a fixed proportional ratio to form compound. So elements and compounds are pure. Okay, then impure. Then we will go to the impure substance or mixture. It is also known as mixture or solution. Impure. So impure, that is your mixture. Mixture means what? If 2 or more components are mixed, 2 or more. If 2 components or 2 or more components are mixed together, that is form solution or mixture. That is known as impure. Before I have told that is a mineral water, that is an impure substance. But pure distilled water, it is a pure. Okay. Suppose 24 karat gold, pure, only gold element. 22 karat gold, impure, because it consists copper. It consists copper. Okay, children. Only I will tell you the one thing. The total number of metals, it may be more than 85 or 90. So all metals having the grayish luster, only 2 metals having the golden luster. That is your yellowish luster. That is your gold and copper. Okay. Total metal, all more than 85 or 90 metals, all having the silvery luster, grayish luster, but only 2 metals, gold and copper, having the yellowish luster or golden yellow luster. Okay, children. So, okay. So mixture, alloys are mixture, salt solution, or that is your sugar solution. These are all are mixture. Again, your impure substance, again mixtures are again divided into, then broadly divided into 2 types. There is your homogeneous mixture. Okay, children. Then another one is a heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. 2 types. Homogeneous, heterogeneous. Homo means uniformly mixed. Components are uniformly mixed. Means throughout the bulk, throughout the mass, throughout the substance. That is your salt solution, sugar solution, or glucose solution, that is your solution. This is our true solution. This is your solution or true solution. This is the example of homogeneous. In example, salt solution, sugar solution. If you test the surface water of sugar solution, it will be more sweetener than the bottom water or what? The taste will be uniform of the salt sugar solution or salt solution. So that is known as homogeneous mixture. Components are uniformly mixed, like your class uniform, all having the same uniform or what. Okay, but if after the school, okay, in your marketplace, that is your heterogeneous, all having the different dress. Okay, some are wearing black dress. Okay, some are wearing red color dress, blue color dress. Okay, jeans. Okay, like this, these are heterogeneous. But in school uniform, it is uniform. That is your homogeneous. Outside school, that is your heterogeneous. So heterogeneous mixture again two types. Okay, children, that is your colloidal solution and suspension. Colloidal solution in class 12, there is one lesson that is in surface chemistry. That one part is your colloidal solution, half part of that surface chemistry in class 12. So these are most important. Heterogeneous, first part, that is your colloidal solution. Colloids, or you can say colloids in class 9 you read colloids in second lesson in class 9, colloids. Okay, or colloidal solution. Then next one is your suspension. Colloidal solution and suspension. So colloidal solution and suspension. Colloidal solution, the particle size of colloidal particles or colloidal solution is intermediate between solution, true solution and suspension. The particle size of colloidal solution, it is intermediate between true solution and suspension. And the particle size of suspension, that is too large. We can see in a naked eye, for example, sand, water. Sand will not be dissolved. Chalk powder and water. This is your chalk powder, okay? Visible? Chalk powder and water. Chalk powder, sand and water. Ash, wood and water. Wood mixed, wood powder, chalk powder, sand in water. Okay, these are all about the suspension. But what is the colloidal solution? Example of colloidal solution: milk in water, water in milk, milk in water. Okay, milk in water, colloidal solution. Detergent in water, detergent powder. Okay. Then any other example: egg albumin in water. These are all about the colloidal solution. Okay. Milk in water, detergent powder in water, egg albumin, that white part of egg, that is not a yellow part is your egg yolk, and surface part is your cell, that is made up of calcium carbonate, and that white part, that is water-like part, that is your egg albumin. You take 1, 2, 3 drops of egg albumin in water, it will be made colloidal solution. Okay. And true solution, children, you know very that is your copper sulfate in water, salt, all salts in water, sugar in water, glucose in water. These are all are true solution. To make true solution, lemonade. Okay, these are true solution. Okay, so these are all about the matter. Okay, so children, you go through this concept. Okay, this is your starting chemistry, matter, the science of matter is called chemistry. Okay, you children, you remember the definition. No need to remember that definition. That is composition, structure, properties and transformation. Composition, CSPT. Chemistry means CSPT. MCSPT, matter, composition, structure, properties and transformation. Okay. So children, these are all about this class. So we'll next class we will discuss about the measurement. You know, in physics also there are some SI units and CGS unit, that temperature, measurement of heat, temperature, okay, length, meter, mass, kg, like this we will discuss measurement, volume measurement, mass measurement, temperature measurement. Okay children, so all stay safe, stay home, stay safe. Okay, thank you, bye bye.